as a bit of a break, a bit of a long break. But anyway, did my parenting thing, and yeah, I'm back. I have to share some news about my Kiki deck. So I'm just saying about how awful my deck was. Right, let's see if we could polish the league off in about an hour of work in the morning, so let's see what we can do. This might be alright against the Lewis deck. You know, if it's like a prowess deck at turn 2, gain 3, and then, I don't know. I'm going to keep it. Thoughtseize decks, this is good against. Burn decks, it's quite good against. So, we'll give it a go. It's a bit shaky. Helioid decks, it's terrible against. Boggles, also terrible. We are not winning this game. Especially when they kept 7. You know, you win most of your games against Boggles because they have to mulligan because their decks are bad. So, I mean, I probably should just run out this and see where we get. Hmm. Do I play Spreading Seas? Yes, definitely. Might get away, might get out of this somehow. Possibly. I don't know. Michelangelo. Okay, it's half a smidge of a chance, a really slight chance. Really slight chance. Another Spreading Seas would be ace. You could lock them out and then play birds. I'm kind of asking to be really lucky, but why not ask, eh? Why not ask? Right, basic planes. Bop. Because it blocks. And I think just going 3. 2 first when I draw next turn, I'm going to be playing Enigmatic Incarnation. And I'm going to be sacking Spreading Seas, and I'm probably going to be getting something like a Skyclave. But we won't know if that'll be good or not. If it's just 4 damage, I'll take 4 all day. What is in their hand? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Spell Skite? Is that the thing to do here? They must have Daybreak Cornet or something like that. Brain Maggot? Spell Skite's just like crazy good. They're going to play Daybreak, and then I don't know if I can redirect Daybreak because I don't have an enchantment on here. So I might be forced to jump with this, for example. Giant creature. I see. I just don't understand how this works. I'm gonna Google it. Daybreak, Cornet, and Spellscape. It is an illegal target, so nothing happens. Okay. So that happens. They have an 8/7, so I will block with birds. And then next turn, let's just see what we draw. Land would be fine. Actually, I'm gonna go Lewis. Play birds as a blocker. And I'm gonna sack this for Skyclave. Oh, Magasamoon is awesome. I forgot about that. I probably should have done that last turn. So pretty much they can't cast anything now. And we just have to keep blocking with this and recasting it with the Lewis. And they're going to get in loads of life, and eventually it's a race to see who draws what. Alright. Okay, that's not a terrible draw. I just stick with green at this point. No more enchantments to sack, so the question here is whether we want... No, okay, I'm going to play birds. I do have an enchantment to sack. I'm going to play Castpool Mimic. I'm going to copy the bird. And I'm going to pass the turn, obviously. I'm going to sack the Utopia Sprawl. I'm going to grab... I'm going to grab Brain Maggot. I'll just take the Rancor. I mean, the Rancor's not a huge problem while this is in play, but the other thing that can kill us here is if they like ripped Forest, played Rancor, and then I'd have no good blocks. Whereas now I could just keep blocking with birds and keep recasting it. I can even take a turn off recasting now because we have a second bird. So that lets me play Spreading Seas, which lets me go get Skyclave, which lets me remove the Griff Spoon, which makes me able to block with everything. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Actually, because we've drawn that, let me go white. This is all but locked up now. We will lead on Scavenging Skyclave, remove the Grispoon. No attacks. Sack Utopia Sprawl, get Phantasmal Image, copy Skyclave, eat armor, kill the Daybreak Cornet. Say you're screwed. Yeah, they're screwed. Got him. We don't have a ton of things that's exciting here. There's a limit to how much of this stuff we actually want. Eidolon and Magus can be fine. Deputy's pretty good. Skyclave's pretty good. And then it's sort of like you have to have some amount of answers to core Spirit Dancer, but not infinite answers. So, like, I quite like Trial, but the Omen of the Forge is definitely weaker. Scavenging Ooze is pretty poor. I don't think we really want Finks. Teferi's pretty good. Spreading Seas is all okay. I don't think we want Reflector Mage. If they've got the Core Firewalker, we have these things to tutor up. So let's add the Spell Pierces. They're okay. I don't know if I want any of this stuff, to be honest. Maybe I just leave it as it is, because the curve's better here. I want the Trial. I said that a while ago. Okay, I mean that can kill Boggles, but only if they have no enchantments on them. I think if they've got no enchantments on their creatures, you're winning anyway. So maybe Reflector Mage just pops back in our Finks. There's not a lot here, is there, to get excited about? I would take the Fulminator. Slowing them down is kind of key. Man, I have a sore throat. I don't know why I'm streaming. Do not know why I'm streaming at all. Just reading up on my fuzzball. Well, I should probably ping. Continuing my league. Cannot spell. Cool. Right. It feels good to be back just playing like a fairly stock list and not trying to meta game. People play so much different stuff on Modo that, especially in a new meta, that I just think you want to be as solid as possible. This is really similar to game one's hand. Like, if they mulligan to 6, I'm going to keep this. I really don't like the fact that this really doesn't do a great deal till turn 3. I'm going to mulligan. Oh, gross. Go away. And this is actually pretty good. That felt awkward, but necessary. I mean, this hand's just great. I mean, we have like 4 removal, like 4 cards like this in the deck, and we've drawn 3 of them. I think I meant to just fire off one of these straight away, because if we keep drawing lands, we're going to just get into Yorion territory as well. So they're stuck on 1 land. But I've just taken them off Daybreak Cornet. We could just stop them for ages. It has first strike, so I have to take it. This is just bonkers. Not going to attack. I'd quite happily double block if they had another type of aura. Obviously, we don't have too many ways to interact with this. Yuck. But not really, because we have this. So try it's pretty nice when Enigmatic isn't your best draw. Nah, let's not get caught out. Yikes. Reach I can cope with. I can cope with that. Flying. First strike. I'm going to take this. Go to 3. Is that true? What if I just triple block? They would do first strike, first strike. No, triple block's a dreadful idea. Just going to take this. And then I'm going to trade this in for a Phantasmal Image. Just going to copy this and eat these. I should have been attacking. I'd have actually got them pretty low. They'd have taken 2-4 a bit. They'd have taken a bit. I still can't attack really. I'm actually not delighted about this. If they like rip Griff's Boon or something, that I'd do us. As it is, take the Spider Umbras. Okay. I think they need to sack this to draw a card like straight away. I think the longer the game goes, the better that is for me. That's something pretty useful to do with Lewis if they were to get that online. It'll take them a while. I actually really like trying to enchant this. I think that's quite cool. They enchant this, they'll get the Spider Umbras back. They can't attack, surely. No. And I can't really crack this. Let's draw a card, be an enchantment. I think at this point in the game, I just want to gain 3, 4. I don't need to destroy that Hyena Umbra. Just going 4. And then turn Abundant Growth into Spellskite. Still a problem for this card getting enchanted. I could flicker a Skyclave Apparition. Seems kind of cool. Oh, the Night of Autumn. Flickering Night of Autumn is pretty good, but let's just do this. I really want to get this online soon. As soon as this is online, I think we win. Deputy can mop up all the Skyclave tokens, and the Skyclaves can mop up all the enchantments. The Knight can gain me some life, so yeah. Gonna have 2 cards, and it basically needs to be an enchantment that they can target the Deputy with, and then an enchantment that gives the Glade Scout flying. It's hell of a 9, that card. Block with Knight. It's kind of tempting to block with this because this is a bit of a liability at the minute. I could block with it, fetch, equip here. No, let's do this and then we can figure it out after. Dicing with death a little, but we're okay. Okay, Rancor is the card we care a lot about. So is Griff's Boon. But no enchantments in play, so no enigmatic triggers. Will they spot it? Will they spot that if they target this, they'll get their stuff back? No, they won't. And we would have probably won from there. You know, we've got 5 mana, we play this, we flicker everything, crack on with life. So yeah, that looked pretty good. Let's see. Okay, I am going to just check in on my work. Oh Jesus, I got a ton of... What the hell? I think... This isn't the worst hand I've ever had, but it's not the best. Mulligan. This is better. Let's do this. Man, I just got a ton of work. I know I've got a ton of work because I haven't done my actual work properly. So that's out of stock, so we'll leave that. Right, damn, didn't want to draw my lands, if we're honest. This is pretty good against Godless Shrine decks in general, though, this kind of hand. Alright, mate, how you doing? You just missed us beat Boggles. Yuck. That's a kind of good card. It's just annoying. It's just annoying. Wow, look at that swamp. This is crazy. What am I doing? I'm going to just file off this Omen of the Sea before we figure out what we're doing. That is sick. Seal of Fire is pretty good, isn't it? With this Lewis. And Abundant Glow is pretty good. So let's just discard this Temple Garden. Is that true? Yeah, Temple Garden. I think I'm going to play Abundant Glow, Seal of Fire. Like so. And like so. Okay. Pretty happy just to discard this basic forest here. And we can shock in, play Lewis, play Seal of Fire again. Right, so that's a miss. Did they didn't use any other mode. Okay. Oh, I hope they're not a smallpox deck. They feel like a smallpox deck all of a sudden. Are they going to uptick? They should uptick. But are they gonna? Well, maybe they shouldn't, actually. The fact that I get to play Lewis and Seal of Fire means that this Liliana is going down to one counter at best. This Glass One Mimic's not actually that exciting right now. Yeah, I wondered if we could discard the land side. Yeah, that was predictable. So that's just A-okay. Take one. And we're just getting into top deck wars, which is kind of what they want, but also something that I don't care about. Man, if I could have said what card I'd like to draw, it would have been that. The question is... There's no question. We just play it. We sack the Omen of the Sea. We go get Skyclave. I might get Knight of Autumn and just take this bit of Blossom out. Yeah. It has the ability to carry, does that card, so yeah. I'm going to be discarding my land. But we have this Liliana under control, so I don't want to see, you know, Lily uptick Smallpox or Thoughtseize Ulysses. That'd be bad. But if we untap with Lewis, we're good. We're good here. Oh, I played the wrong land. Pretty drastically. Because now I can't play Lewis and Seal of Fire in the same turn, which is bad. Okay, that goes well, yeah. I think for Omen of the Sea, just take the land, fetch basic planes, put an end step, stop, sack Omen of the Sea, grab Lewis, play Omen of the Sea. Beat that. I quite like both of these cards as well. I'm going to need to get Deputy soon or something like that, but just get rid of these tokens. We'll be okay. Okay. Chaos Guile again. I put Teferi on top. That was probably pretty poor. I don't really need Teferi. I kind of want Seal of Fire and Lewis. Ooh, nice play, opponent. I wanted my graveyard. So I take 5. I draw yeah, this thing. So let's Teferi. Let's bounce a fairy. Let's play Charming Prince, gain 3. Play tap land. And I think now we just have to get rid of this Liliana because we want to keep this in play. The other thing is I just don't want them to kill my Skyclave and get a 3-3. 3-3 might... I don't know. I just don't want to lose this second Lewis. Yeah, I need this second Lewis, so let's Skyclave. It's Fairy drew a card and killed a 1/1. And gained a life because they're going to attack it, so that's not too bad, I suppose. We can deputy this if we get to do this. They're due to draw a discard spell though, to be fair, so yeah, we might not get to go Lewis plus Omnacy. They've got smallpox. Oh, I don't want that to happen. So we go down to 8. Yep. They have the pox. Sack your fairy. Oh, they did. What a fool. Oh, sack a land. I forgot about that. Forest. That's a decent exchange for them, for sure. Scavenging seems fine. We could just eat a creature. Can't get that back, so let's gain a bit of life. We are officially out of reanimation spells, I believe. We have a value left, actually. So I'll keep the Chime Prince in there for sure. I still don't want to draw a basic foe, so let's fetch. They have no creatures in the bin, so it's whatever. I kind of might have messed up here. The Shambling Vent might kill me. Oh, because the Skyclave can't eat anything. Uh-oh. So, block, take 3, go to 1. Dead to smallpox, of all things. Okay. But then I can swing back for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 potentially. Oh, but they gain 2 off Shambling Vent. This is pretty close. Birds plus Phantasmal Image is also fairly useful for blocking. So what are they weighing up? What have they got? Well, if they do Collective Brutality, they'd have just drained us for 2 and attacked with the 3 flyers, so they don't have that. I think they would push the Skoos and swing out if they had that card. Or maybe not. Yeah. That is very useful for them. If they swing out, I'll just block the illusion, take 3, go to 1. I need this to gain me some life. It can gain me 2. 4 in the air. Not a terrible draw. What can it get me? Don't even know what it can get me. There's not a lot left, to be honest. Oh, let's copy the spirit. It can block, so it will. We'll keep it back. Let's sacrifice abundant growth. Spellscats, it's just a total blank. I'm going to take the Brain Maggot, which is also a total blank, so that I can trade it up next turn. If we survive this turn, I think we'll win. Deputy eats all these. So we have 3 blockers and we can gain 1. So any removal spell kills us. Any damage, Smallpox, Collective Brutality, that kills us. Skyclave, eat. Go to 1. If 2 things in play. Oh, Jesus. Wait a sec. If they emblem that, they would have won. I think they just punted. Which... I think will end up mattering. So I'm going to sack this, get Rallier, get Phantasmal Image, get Charming Prince, gain 3. So I'm not getting birds. So I will gain some life. And I will attack Gideon in the air. Yeah, I'm not sacking Spreading Seas. I'll sack Brain Maggot for my last Rallier, which will get my Phantasmal Image, which will copy the Rallier, which will get back the Charming Prince, which will gain me 3, which will win me the game. And I will eat my Brain Maggot because I can. It is the end of my value chains. It should be the start of the end. It should be. I made hard work of this. I used my clock as well. But it's a good start. God. I have some work to do tonight and I completely forgot. Ouch. Oh. Okay. Okay, right, what do we want? Probably that. Maybe, probably that, and definitely that. And maybe that. What don't I care for? I think Trial Ambition is pretty bad against tokens. I think Eidolon sucks. And I don't think Magus is good here. Meddling Mage. I think they've got enough cards that I can't name them all. Birds is particularly bad against Smallpox on the draw, so I'll cut one of them. I don't like having less ramp when I'm on the draw. That's just like counterintuitive to me, but they go turn 1 land, we go turn 1 birds, they go turn 2 Smallpox, we just like lost the game on the spot. So we'll cut a bird just in case. In case it all lines up badly. But let's start with... Yeah, I'll keep this against what they're playing. Like, you could be fairly loose with your keeps against discard decks with a slow clock. You know, we managed to deal with quite a few of their aggressive cards in that game. You know, Bitter Blossom. We just keep taking 3. You know, 3 damage is just not a lot. That just feels like Smallpox straight away. It just like screams Smallpox. And you know, they should probably fire it off if they've got the flagstones. They should probably fire it off. In this spot, maybe not. And I'm not going to crack this. I have no reason to. It still taps for mana, actually, so let's do that. And then I probably fetch a basic forest and then play it. Actually, I could fetch a basic forest off of this and play this land. Oh, that might change what I want to do. It almost certainly does, doesn't it? I want to play it because I want to... I want to play it because it gives me something to sack next turn. I think this turns off Urborg. Yeah, it does. Good. Although I doubt they care. It maybe was wrong to get rid of that, but anyhow, they better draw. They better draw Thoughtseize. Oh, I'm gonna be just a long, long way ahead. And even if they don't, we have our value already. Even if they draw Thoughtseize, they have to take this. I can still get some value out of these cards. Okay, well, I'm going to get Deputy as my first job in charge. Let's reduce this. Ironically, this would be an extremely good spot to get a Magus of the Moon. But we'd cut it. So, Plague Engineer for Spirits. Forgot I had this card. It's even better than Deputy, because now they need an answer to Plague Engineer before they can flash back their Lingering Souls. Ah, you bastard. I mean that in the nicest possible way. I have no instants and sorceries, like, in the deck, full stop. Nether Spirit is such a sweet card. I want to lose. I actively want to lose. White. Green, Lewis. No, I don't dislike that card. Let's cut out the thing that makes them double white. Yeah, boy. Nether Spirit. Too cool. Right, annoying, but okay. We got our little bit of value. Maybe I should have done it with this, but what can you do? Oh, okay, that's actually very good here. Don't think I want to play... No, I do want to play well, yeah. So I need to crack a fetch. I just need to put some power on the board, basically. It's nothing to do with needing the lands, because clearly we don't. We have 7 lands on turn 6, plus 4 more in hand. So this is definitely not about fetching lands. I'd be quite happy to never draw land again in this game. And as such, Prismatic Vista can disappear. Oh, I'm going to struggle to get through that. You can attack? Nope. Good. Could have been. Could have been. Yeah. That's a pretty good draw, isn't it? Let's lead with cycling this. Okay. I mean, some tokens, like they made that token with black mana, and they would use Bitter Blossom for black. I kind of just thinking about what spells do I care about, but I guess they still have black, so yeah, maybe I should have cut this off. Yeah, I should probably. Yeah, you're probably right. I should have cut this. Very good point. Oh wow, that's actually. I can move it now, can I? Let's get the Reflector Mage going as well. Reflector that first. Play Yorion. Flicker everything. That. And the not land card, please. So I guess. He's still doing another land. 11 lands on turn 9, I think it is. No, our turn 8, we've had 11 lands. Each opponent discards a card. So they can -4 something. Or they can make me discard a land. Happily discard a land. Yeah, it does a bit. I could have won this game with Magus. I can discard a card, don't you worry. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. I don't think I actually want to play either of these two cards. I'm going to let them have white mana for a turn. I don't know if that's right or not. But I am gonna. Good luck to you, sir. And then I can Seal of Fire and value it back. But I need to remember to do that. I have Yorion Sugars. They could have Wrath of God here. But it would very much just be C'est la vie. So yeah, I held the forest so I could discard it to Liliana. And I held the Rallier because I got nothing to get back. I guess technically I could have Seal of Fired and rallied. Yes, it's dead. I feel fairly far ahead here now. I mean, these tokens are getting annoying, but they're just an inconvenience. Oh. Okay. That is annoying. Oh, I didn't need to trigger Revolt, but I had nothing else way to get back anyway, so... Again, that's fine. I'm going to draw some more cards. I'm going to exile my Renegade Valier. I'm going to return the Seal of Fire. I'm going to reflect a major token. I'm going to draw 2 cards. Beat that. I just don't think they can beat this. Not too often. Lewis, Wicked. Draw a card. It's just they are beyond beat. Oh, I've got no red land. Oh dear. They cannot. Oh, I do have a red land. I could have just played Abundant Growth. Oh well. Well, let's just get... Let's rally back a Seal of Fire anyway. I've really just completely overcommitted and would die to Damnation, which was foolish to say the least. I don't think this was necessary of me at all. And, you know, I've lost both Lewis's, both Valiers, and a Yorion if they do have it. So this was kind of reckless. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. But on the flip side, by casting that Valier, they are now facing lethal. So I can... actually, they would survive on 1, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh no, I can play this twice. So they have it. Yeah, what a dumbass. What a dumbass. Self-inflicted. Whoa, no. Scribe, please. Yes and yes. No, yes and no. Basic Swamp. I'm not going to play that. If I draw Enigmatic, I wouldn't be able to play it, so I'm not going to fire off the Omen of the Sea just yet. And that can be discard fodder if they have like a Liliana or whatever. Pretty annoyed that I played that Valier into the Damnation. I actually even said, oh, I think they've got a Damnation earlier on. Like a long time ago, and just forgot. I forgot that was in there as well. But we can Skyclave this, so we're not exactly behind here. I don't mind the redraw off a Teferi. Yeah, I was going to say, we're bound to find Enigmatic soon because look how many cards we're drawing. Bounce this. It was sort of inevitable that we were going to draw that. And then we just sack. I don't actually know what we're meant to go get here. So I'll sack Omen of the Sea, but we haven't got too much left. I would probably get Magus I sidebodied out like an idiot. If I just get Kitchen Finks, seems fine. What else have we got later? We've got Scavenger News. Scavenger News is probably the ticket. The best way of winning, though, is for me to run out of threats. Oh, okay. And then me run out of clock. So we were drawing what we wanted to draw. Well, yeah, we got so far through the deck, we were bound to draw something good. Didn't play that brilliantly. The final value was the dumb play. It was just so unnecessary. I could have just sandbagged it. Would have just given us a little bit more reach at the end there, but we were okay. I think we were okay. You know, we can sealify this, swing in for 5, tick up this, play Scavenger News, eat our bins, just make a huge creature, and just keep finding little bits of stuff. Not great stuff. Yeah, we won anyway, so was it necessary? And also, it was only great because I misplayed as well. If I had sandbagged that value like I should have, then there's a lot less pressure. On needing it. I do see the argument for it. I have run it a few times. It is certainly better in Season White. We did get that. We did move it. It was only one turn that we didn't have it there. Just about a keep. I'm slightly uncomfortable with the fact that I can't cast this Skyclave just yet. But I'm okay. I'm okay with it. Okay, turn 1 tap land, turn 2 Scavenger News. So we're playing on the board on turn 2, which is good. And then hopefully we can just crack a fetch, rally a, I guess Amulet. So, okay. Man, this deck is, this hand, sorry, not this deck. This deck's great against Amulet. This hand is not. See what they play. If they play an Amulet, Skyclave is good. If they play 2 Amulets, certainly less good. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Let's play at speed of light. So if they have us user, they have us. They can pump into castle. And when I say they have us, I mean that we have no outs. Now that's true, but yeah, we can't even go get Magus. If we draw Magus, it's not even good to play it particularly. We're pretty screwed if they land Titan this turn. If we have any time, then yeah, we have outs. Ooh. Okay. What does that do? Oh, that makes some mana as well. Because they could pump it into castle. I'll just scoop to it. Or maybe I don't. Maybe I just see what I can pull off. Okay, that's interesting. That's tells me a little bit about their list. Probably means they don't have the double strike land. I mean, we're not completely dead, right? If we were to rip Reflector Mage, pretty dead to Dryad then, but you know, we can get rid of it and then maybe we can go get Magus. But I would say that those 2 lands are bad news. I mean, realistically now, I'd need to draw Magus now and then Reflector Mage or Deputy. So basically doing it in reverse. Oh, they have the Dryad. That's still not me dead, actually. Still the same out. Magus into Reflector Mage. Oh, wow. But they have 2 lands in hand, which put me to 4. Oh, let's see what we can do. They can put me to 4 and then swing and I can block some, so not dead just yet. So this might tell me that they're playing Khan. I feel like they're on Khan. Again, we'll know where we're at if you know, do they go get Pact to Negation? Is that main deck now in Amulet? We'll find out. That's enough. I think they've got another land drop to come. Well, I can't crack this now anyway, so that is enough. GG's. We will beat them in this next 2. Those are huge question. Well, Seal of Fire sucks. Let's get Seal of Fire out of here. And I think this is like no Finks, no Scoos, no second Lewis. Spellpierce can tag all sorts of stuff. Amulet on 1, it can tag Summoner's Pact, it can tag Ancient Stirrings, Explore, all sorts of stuff. Definitely a card I want. What cards don't I want? I like most of this, so something like that. One thing nice is fine. It might be better than Omen of the Forge. You know, realistically, I'm not really bothered what happens turn 6 plus. It's all about turns 1, 2, and 3. And I think this is high enough payoff that I have to keep it, but I really want to draw land on my second turn. Yeah, I think it's worth bringing in the 2 on Thin Ice. I agree. This is a high risk hand, but the birds is so likely to live that that it is a keep, I think. But I'll fire this off. If I draw land, I get to play Teferi, so that's good. If I don't, I play Omen of the Sea, hope to find a land and play Abundant Growth. But I am likely just to get punished because the deck hates me. Yeah, I survived. Okay, cool. So the hand still isn't quite there, but it's not too bad. Let's go get basic island. Play Valia. Get back this. Pass turn. We're very, very close. We just have to find Enigmatic off this Omen of the Sea. What we've got there. And their hand's now just fine, isn't it? They've got a Titan next turn. So we just have to try and beat what they have this turn. No biggie. Meddling Mage would be fine. Enigmatic would be great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, well, we can't play in Brain Mag at first, unfortunately. I would have liked to just to check for like spell pierces of their own, for example. That was a bit of a risk. If I draw abundant, if if I draw off that abundant growth and draw Magus, I'm going to be very sad. Right. Nothing in that list that I want again, so let's go back. Let's run it back, run it back. Smashing it. I don't like this Omen of the Forge, but I have to run enough 2-drops, so it's just here. Trial of Ambition is slightly better. Bug on Abundant Growth still persists? Yeah, it does. Yeah. So for those that don't know, the bug is Abundant Growth should work if there's a Magus of Moon in play or not, but it doesn't if you put it on your own non-basic before the Magus comes into play. So if the Magus is in play and then you play Abundant Growth, it works. So it's like it looks at timestamps, but it shouldn't because it's not a timestamp card. Basically, Spell Pierce isn't great here because they can just go turn 1 Amulet, but it is better than nothing. This hand is a keep. It has Omen of the Sea, it has ramp. So again, we're just this time looking for the Enigmatic or the Magus or the Eidolon or the Meddling Mage. Spreading Seas is okay-ish. It's not great, but there's plenty of draws that can win us this game. And I guess so. They don't have Amulet. And actually, you don't have a great deal of good lands either. Spreading Seas would be amazing. Yeah, of course. Of course, it's going to have spots where it's good. It's just not always easy to cast. So if I go green, basic forest, play that on blue, and let's play another birds. They're just going to be playing this Radiant Fountain and then his user or Dryad here. Meaning we can't use our counter spell. Not going to counter it. I want to get this Omen of the Sea down. There's still a world where they play a Summoner's Pact next turn instead of a Titan, and we can win the game as a result. Yes, yes, yes. Yes to all of that. I meant to play this as a land, I'm pretty sure. They have 1 basic forest. I have Magus of the Moon. Go. Dryad timestamps taking effect. And that's why we didn't play Spell Pierce, was because we needed to find the Magus. Yep. So they've drawn Amulet. I don't think I care. I'm going to let that resolve. Oh, that second forest is a bitch. Not so much. I'm going to Skyclave this. I will take 2. abundant growth here. White, out. Yeah, Skyclave the Dryad. Play basic island, swing for 2. Sack the Topia Sprawl. Grab a Spellskite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Grab a Meddling Mage named Primeval Titan. Go. Scoop it up. Scoop it up. Told you to win this sideboard games. No trouble. Got a bit lucky in this third one, really. The Omen of the Sea had to find the Enigmatic. So this is to play a Dryad. So, okay. And their aim here is to play the Dryad and then transmute this. Oh, wow. So now Spreading Seas is just game. That is decent here, though. Credit to the opponent. That is a decent line. Let's hope they rip the Dismember now and just feel like they have to fire it off. And I can just tag it with the Spell Pierce. Okay, well that's certainly worth casting. My Abundant Growth is going to go turn into a Spellskite for sure. I say for sure. Does it want to be... Yeah, it does. Engineered Explosives is a card I care about now, but not right this second. Man, if we'd have found a 2-drop... Well, no, it was just Spreading Seas, wasn't it? So it was going to be good there, that's all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... I have lethal in 2. Lethal in 2. There's no value out of this Yorion right this second. But I just play it as a 4/5 beta. I'm not sacking anything this turn either. Yeah, there's nothing to do here. Just untap the birds for the sake of it. I'm not sacking on Thin Ice. I have lethal next turn, like I say. Skyclave would give them a 3/3, which I don't want to do when I'm attacking for 10. I mean, this is, again, for Dryad, I would guess. Skyclave can't target tokens as well, by the way. Exile up to 1 target non-land, non-token thing, so you can't do that. Dryad's annoying because they can now tap for colours, so this T-West can transmute. They can play EE for 3. I assume they're going to fetch EE. Another Pact. Okay. I can beat Pact, I think. Okay. So we would have swung for 4. We weren't really in a good position there. I would have, do you know what? I would have probably swung out with everything, and then when they, with the Meddling Mage and the Skyclave and the Yorion, and they probably block the Meddling Mage, and then I can rally back the Omen of the Sea, which can then get me another rallier to get back the Meddling Mage. I should really, really, really be going to bed, but we're 4-0, so you tell me what I should be doing. You tell me. I've got work at 7. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Clock. Time to get up. Oh, do you know what? I better finish my work whilst I'm sat here. Add new consignment. Not that. Yes to that. I apologise, this isn't the most exciting part of Magic, because I'm not playing any Magic. I'm just using my second screen to do some work. Right, so that's that one. Let's just mark as shipped. Okay, that's one done. I won't keep a 1-lander against an unknown opponent. I will keep a 2-lander. Nauseam without seeming is less probable. Yeah, agreed. I think Charming Prince is the tuck here. You could argue trial, but I'm going to tuck the Prince because I have the Omen of the Sea for the redraw. I mean, we know he's a combo player, I guess. Or at least he was at one point. I've sent that. Why has that come up? Right. Keep. Child could do nothing. Yeah, okay. I'll go with that logic. I think we go basic forest to start. We do then rely a little bit too much on the bird for my taste, but that's what we're doing. Looks like it's still ad nauseum, you know? So all that really means is we are playing a land and saying go. Here we go. Yeah, good effort. Someone 5-0'd or did something in the challenge though, so the deck has posted without it. I think the spoils route is pretty good still. Pentad Prism would be just food for this. Let's go get green white. I should probably get a Horde Fountain there, but this bird isn't dying anytime soon, so no to both. I said no. Angry. Okay, right. Right, so now I'm starting to get a little nervous. I need land drops to be able to compete with this guy and to be able to start looking for cards that we need. This only slows them down so much and you can't do it forever. If they want to counter it, then yep, not a lot I could do about that. But obviously it doesn't counter. Sorry, I am still working. That's F6 the turn. Okay, so they do that. That's something we can beat. Obviously, they're just setting up. Yeah, they don't like Moon. That's for sure. Okay, they're a pretty slow player. Like I'm doing work on another screen. Right. I think draw 1's better than scry 2. So I'm going to Spreading Seas the white land and hope for the best. We draw land here, we can scry, and that'll get us hopefully fairly far down the line. Yeah, not as good as a land, obviously, but not dreadful. What did they do with their 2 cards? They topped to the Skyland and then they bottomed. That's quite funny. They played a Skyland. Uh-oh. They might have tapped wrong there. No, inverter with 1 card in deck. Oh, so I have to draw something that stops Thassa's Oracle. Oh, so close. What happens if their devotion is 0? They'd still win, right? Is that right? Damn. So we lose. I don't want to show them anything else. Let's just pass. Let's make sure they have it. So unfortunate. If I'd have thought about it, I could have scavenged and used. That would have done the job. I could have Spreading Seas this, but I mean, I think Fetch on Life's more likely. Come on, opponent, you can cast your card. What have we got? Okay. Well, it's not the end of the world. We have this. We have this. We have this. And possibly these. Kitchen Fink, Scavenging Ooze, Seal of Fire, Owner of the Forge. Get out of here. Scavenging Ooze might be okay, we decided. Lavinia stops Lotus Bloom. It stops Pact to Negation. It stops Pantad casting ad nauseum. I don't want Deputy. I do want Deputy. I don't want Deflect to Mage. I don't want Child of Ambition. So we will run Veil of Summer. Probably Seal of Fire over that. What's more important? 2s or 3s? 3-drop creatures are more important. So you play the garbage 2-drop instead of the garbage 1-drop. Because we want to get an Eidolon in play. Have to keep it. Yeah, they should. They should. Alright. Bap. Bappity bap bap. Did it tell us what record they had? Are they 3-0? Okay. They're doing well. Shadow Kyle. Shadow Kyle put Thassa's underneath. And then inverted themselves. That's pretty techie. I so desperately need to draw the land that I'm going to play this out at Sorcery speed like a greedy get. Yes, draw land, draw land. This is good, this is good. They play Pentad Prism, we play Skyclave. If they play nothing, we play Fulminator Mage. So that's really good. And they discard a card because they've run out of lands. We've just won the game. They haven't drawn lands. That's quite fun. We were lucky because we were about to miss our second land drop, and then Omen of the Sea found 2, and they've not found their land drop, and they 7-visioned and still not found it. So, swings and roundabouts. Get stuffed. So they drew the land that they put on top, which we knew about. I feel like I should be playing this Spreading Seas, unfortunately. You know, I just want to get closer to actually killing my opponent. Right. What's the name here? Oh, to be honest, I'm pretty tempted to just put it on my stomping ground. On my own breeding pool. I guess I could just own another forge. I just want to draw cards. Meddler Mage. Yeah, I was thinking Thassa's Oracle. But if they ad nauseum, they'll find an answer anyway. But then nowhere near ad nauseum. Obviously, I don't care about Pentad Prism. I'll just fire off this Omen of the Forge, donk them for 2. They still haven't found their second land. I really do want this. I think I've tapped Fairy. Scrapicus lowers costs a lot of mana. Maybe I should have done it now. But I don't have the mana to do Lewis plus. Okay, they just like joining land, so they've just given up. And I was joining land, so it would be okay. Okay, well, this is going to be a lot harder on the draw. It's harder because I don't really know their list either. You know, that doesn't really help. Yep, keep. Snap. Snap, snap, snap. I guess, yeah, the Scry helps you find the land to be able to play Lewis plus Omen. Yeah, I've taken a couple of bad lines that you've noticed. I don't know how good this is here. We just go green, blue, white, get that out. And actually, the way they've played their deck, the Eidolon's not even that stunning. They can end step stuff. I guess they can't Angel's Grace plus Spoils. Sounds not great against that. Fetch hand would be fine. Oh my god, I didn't name blue. Oh my god. I was on autopilot and I messed up. It stops Nauseum, it stops spells, Angel's Grace plus Spoils. But it doesn't stop them going Inverter, but it does stop them going Inverter plus Thassa in one turn. For what a mess I've made of this. Not having blue mana here, it's going to cost me 2 turns. Unless I draw land, obviously. Like it. So does that... They could potentially have lethal next turn if they draw Black Source. So I guess I just... to Fairy bounce this. Because they can't cast Inverter, can they? Without the pen... No, they could. So what do I do? I don't have an out to that. I guess I just... Well, possibly, but they'd still all want to play 2 spells in a turn. Yeah, if I bounce this, they can't make black mana. I mean, they can play this for 2, but they can't then use it in the same turn. So this is correct. And that's not terrible either. You still need to keep drawing lands, basically. You know, it'd be nice to go Knight of Autumn and then play Omen of the Sea next turn, for example. I can Knight in my turn, Omen in their turn. That's what I mean. No. Yeah. We have a plan. Not sure if it's a good one. That doesn't cheat Eidolon, because you say you have to play the card. This is super close. So close. Apologies, I'm about to do some printing. Ah, you damn machine. Oh. Disaster. I wish I could blame someone else for my printer breaking, but it's 100% my fault. Oh my god, how am I meant to... Oh my god. Ah! Oh my god. Okay, I'm having a work emergency whilst they play Thassa's Oracle. Five Devotion, that's not a terrible little play they've got themselves. What the actual... Alright. Alright. Copy notify, maybe we have enough time. It really doesn't feel like we do have a lot of time here, does it? I think I have to... maybe I could get away with playing Utopia Sport and then Omen of the Sea this next turn. Ticking this up, obviously. Maybe we can get away with that for a turn. My printer has, like, wrapped a label around itself, and I'm trying to print labels, and it just won't. But I don't know how I'm meant to undo what this machine has just done to itself. It's absolutely screwed it. Oh, I guess a knife, that would... If in doubt, use brute force, which is currently not working. I need something sharp. Yeah, I kind of feel like Knight as a 4-3 is a good option here. It's certainly on the radar. But not if we don't draw lands. Right, let's play a land. Let's play Charming Prince and Scry. Get in. And then... What do we meddle in Mage? We meddle in Mage. Oh no! Oh, they targeted themselves. I just F6-3 that. I mean, I guess it depends if they play Stone. How close is this to actually being a problem? Draw 7 cards, and if your library has no cards in it, you win the game. Okay. Uh-oh. I could still flash this in, put the Enigmatic on top and then something else. So they can take one of these. But that's their spell for the turn, so... So that's safe to do that. And I want the 3-drop in play. Oh my gosh, my printer, what's happening? This is not what I wanted at this time of night. Oh my god. What do they take? Knight of Autumn? Okay. Yeah, that... I guess I can Skyclave for this at some point. I have limited spells a turn, obviously. Tick this up. Attack Jace. Jace will take 1. It's a shame that I can't hold up something extra. Is this game 3? Or game 2? Oh, they got no lands in the first game, did they? And we had a Fulminator. That's shite. I think they should be milling me to try and hit hate bears, but I'm not going to complain. They're trying to get this to get to a kill con, so I understand it. I certainly have a problem at some stage, don't I? Am I meant to... Okay, I just keep attacking. I'm going to spread and seize my own land. Play a land. But do I... I need to get rid of one of these two, right? I need to get rid of one of them. Ayo. 78 raid. Jesus. Guys, you've picked a terrible time and a brilliant time to join me. This is game 3 against Ad Nauseam for the 5-0. Op is playing Inverter. So I'm trying to keep them off mana for the rest of the game. Yeah, this should do it. In theory, this should do it. But I'm really quite unsure what they're playing. I've played loads of cards that I thought would be good against them, and they've turned out to be not so hot. And in the meantime, I broke my work printer, which has left a mess. Okay, you do that. They're trying to win with this, but with everything I have in play, I think it's nearly impossible. And I just need to start attacking. If I had to guess, I'd say Inverter, but no, it's definitely Inverter. We lost to it in game 1. They just played a 7 Visions, had 1 card in the bin, played an Inverter, passed the turn with 1 card in their deck, and I couldn't do anything. So it's definitely Inverter, but I don't know the lists. I haven't seen a Lotus Bloom in 3 games. I haven't seen Ad Nauseam, Angel's Grace, Affection and Life. So are they just all not part of the deck? All the cards that I thought were good. Yeah, they did. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Right. I'll let them scry again. I don't see any harm in that. Thank you for the follow. Yeah. Beautiful. Do you know what? I've been playing a dreadful Kiki Jiki Bring to Light deck. And this is not dreadful. It's good. Good. And I did it by just like not metagaming. Like the format's wide open. Everyone's playing what they want to play. Everyone's figuring it out. Don't metagame. Just play like the best 80 and best 15 that you can think of. And also Spell Pierce. Everyone hates Spell Pierce. I love it. I know it's well. I'm not playing Thoughtseize whilst Discord link here. Of course. I will also invite people. Edit invite. Never expires. 100 uses. Link generated. Copy. And a paste. Also, I will point out that we have pinned content, primer, and a record keeping list that I haven't been keeping up with, but we have a primer to help you through it all. Slightly dated, there's an error in there. But yeah, 5-0. We're back. Change it to list, none, deck's perfect. But realistically, if you want to play around, I think the second Seal of Fire, you really need to try it, Francisco. It's like, it's really up your street. It's hard to play, and it's a toolbox. It's like Amulet. Yeah, it is a Liverpool kit. It's hard to wear right now because Liverpool are struggling, but I put it on to go to work. You got to support your team when they're losing, not just when they're winning. Yeah, it's like Amulet back before they had Field of the Dead. So like now, but it's like Amulet, but without the combo kill. You don't steal too many wins, but you win. So you just have to take some time to do it. I had a game the other day where I got to turn 13. I had drawn 39 cards. Didn't find Enigmatic, but still won. Yeah, I still wish it didn't have Valakut. I really don't like it. I really don't like Dryad Valakut. It just feels too... still feels too easy. But it's still better than having Field of the Dead, for sure. But yeah, Amulet needs to be tricky to be fun. And this is tricky, and it's fun. Yeah, the power level's gone up a little bit, hasn't it? So I'm sure it's not easy. It's just not as hard as it was when we were first grinding it out. I don't think. But anyway, if anyone wants to try this list and they want to play pet cards, I was a passionate Liverpool fan. Awesome. We support a couple of Brazilians in our squad as well. We have Bobby Firmino and Fabinho as well, and the keeper Alisson. So yeah, we like the Brazilians. The Dryad thing is what allows the deck to still compete. Yeah, probably. I tend to like decks that are bad. They're really hard decks. But this isn't... I don't think this is actually bad. If you want to go tweak this list and have some fun, I think these cards are flex. I think these I would run in pretty much every meta. Yeah, I think that's true. I think that's true, Francisco. I need to drop, otherwise tomorrow I won't be able to wake up and work. Yeah, I'm in the same boat there, mate. Thanks for watching and helping me play. I definitely misplayed a few times, but we 5-0'd anyway, because the deck's gas. Yeah, Francisco, you really need to give it a go. It's really good. It's really good. Thanks for coming and watching. Appreciate it. Oh, I still haven't done my work. Anyway, I really have to go. I've got to be up in like 6 hours. Yeah, Zach seems to attack it from a... I don't know. He seems to play a few wild cards that I wouldn't, but then I've been playing the list 11 months. I found a Reddit post earlier. I've been playing the list 11 months, and so I have a leg up, to say the least. But anyway, cheers for the raid, Francisco. Appreciate it. And also, I don't know if the Modern Streamers League is coming back, but I did tell Saint Doom that I would be interested again. So keep me in mind if you're involved in that at all. I'd like to play this. This would be fun to play. But also, maybe this. Maybe bring to light for some Kiki Jikis and a Tybalt. Maybe. But anyway, that's all for another day. Thanks for popping on, everyone. Hit the follow button. I'll be on again soon. And yeah, have a good week. Keep safe. All the good stuff. And I'll see you around.